Now, our next assignment that we're going to be working on is going to be an environment. Okay? So starting today or tomorrow, whichever day you have is your next sketching day. Some of you have already sketched probably today. Some of you will sketch tonight. So we're going to be doing an environment, but it's going to be kind of like a stylized environment, like this, like a Candyland type environment. Okay, so it should be kind of fun. So think of simple shapes that we can use, that we could basically create something like this. Okay, so as you start your sketching, you may not sketch full-blown environments. You may sketch some full-blown environments, but then also some individual pieces. So if I can turn this on, sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. That's on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So this is for another class, but something like this, which is the right way, like that. There we go. All right. So something like this, like a cupcake-like house, but then also some different pieces of where these things could lay out. So there's a cupcake house, candy cane, light poles, a sucker for a stop sign, and then here's some random little pieces that you can also add in there. So think about different ways that you can take these things, these little pieces of candy or desserts, and make them into something that we could make an environment out of, okay? So if you're doing something like, let's say an Oreo or something, you would need to make an Oreo house, but you may use the Oreo as like the roof for the house, right? You may have gumdrops on the sides of the house or something, okay? So do some research, look at different things that are out there. Here's another example. Anything that's kind of like sugary, that's the idea. I want bright, colorful things with this one, okay? If you wanted to go the opposite end of the spectrum too, that could be cool. Like if you did the candy, but then it's like dark and gloomy, that could work too. But just kind of think of an idea and then start working on different concepts for that idea, right? So if you're going to go with happy candy, then it's going to be bright, sugary, poppy, you know, these kinds of colors. If you're going to go with gloomy, I don't know if this will pull up anything. Ooh, look at that. It's creepy. Right? So maybe you have something like, that's pretty creepy. Something like that, right? Whatever. Or that.
We're doing candy for sure.
Candy for sure, yes. Okay, and the reason because of the simple shapes. And it's a bunch of simple shapes that we can duplicate and move around. We won't be doing anything crazy like liquidy, so if you're like, I want to have this chocolate river exploding or something like that, we won't be doing that. We're not there yet, okay? But if we want to have like a chocolate river that's just a chocolate river, we can do that, okay? But look at the simple shapes that you have here, like with the little whipped cream thing, the cupcake container, the top of this, the donut with the sprinkles on top. Those are simple things that we can do, okay? And you can use those shapes as like a starting point and then duplicate them and change colors and do different things with them so that we can create basically this really cool environment, right? And interesting, last year we did cities, and it was, oops, it was like, you know, it was a city, so it was kind of like boring cities. You can also search that. You'll pull up some stuff. You know, look at the color palette they're using here: yellow, pink, white, blue, pastel-y kind of colors. So stuff that you may want to look at while you're looking at different things that you can build. Cool. Questions on what to be sketching? Candy. Yep. Lots of reference material. Go to the candy store.